I'm Sharon Krevor-Weisbaum, and I'm a board member on the Public Justice Center. My passion for this organization goes back to 1986. I was a law student at the University of Maryland and met a few brilliant lawyers in town who had this idea to create an organization, a legal services organization that would do impact work in this state. So I was a law clerk for this group and started to work with this board of directors. And then flash forward now to 2009 or 2008 when I started, was asked to be on the board. So I've watched this organization grow from a little boardroom table to an amazing not-for-profit. I think there are two cases that I probably had a lot of passion about as I watched this organization grow. One was probably back in '86, or maybe there were two at that point. There were a group of women who were in jail for some type of killing, I guess, their spouses or boyfriends after being beaten and beaten and beaten for years, and they finally had it, and then they were in jail for life for a huge amount of time. And we, the Public Justice Center, tried to educate the judges about domestic violence, and the battered spouse syndrome became a defense. From there, I remember foster care children who were abused in foster care homes, and the Public Justice Center took on a case to try to improve those children's lives. And then I think the most, one of my favorite issues that the Public Justice Center took on recently, at least since I've been a board member, was the rights of homeless children. There is a federal law that provides that children who become homeless, and homeless I think in the broadest sense, meaning they're not living where they were living before. They could be living in a shelter, they could be living with a grandma or an aunt and be very transient, but the federal law allows them to stay in their home school district. And that home school district has to provide transportation so they can get there. The problem was that the Public Justice Center saw was that the school systems were not abiding by that law, and no one knew about that law. The families, the moms, the fathers, the children, nobody knew the school. The principals probably didn't know. And so the Public Justice Center brought a few lawsuits against various districts in this state and educated a lot of people. And I think a lot of homeless children are now able to stay and continue in their elementary school where they are while the rest of their life is in shambles. But they're able to at least stay with that teacher in that classroom, which gives them some sense of security. So, you know, why I love this organization is because of those kind of cases. And the other thing that the Public Justice Center does, and we're trying to do more of, is partner between the not-for-profit organization and private law firms. So my firm and many other firms in Washington and Baltimore are partnering on one given case, and that gives the private bar an opportunity to do pretty cool stuff and feel good. It gives the Public Justice Center some resources that they probably